Welcome back. Now, once you agree with the logic of investment and you agree that you require knowledge, then the question comes as to what is knowledge and what knowledge is needed for investment. If you just think over, you all must have observed that an apple, when broken from a branch, it falls down. An apple falling down from a branch, or for that matter, anything which you throw up comes down, that is an observation. You observe that. But if you have an answer to why it happens, if you know that it happens because of gravity, then that thing is called as knowledge. Similarly, if you have made an investment in anything, maybe property or anything, let us say the stock market, the price of the stocks or the price of the shares keep going up and down. Or for that matter, price of anything, even vegetables, clothes, or anything in the market, the price keeps going up and down. That is an observation. Everybody sees that. But if you could get an answer as to why the price goes up or why the price comes down, if you have an answer to that thing, then that is called as knowledge. Got it? Now, if you are seeking knowledge, if you want to have knowledge, then you need to learn anything. Whatever knowledge you require, you need to learn that thing. And if you are seeking knowledge of investment, then you need to learn the basics of finance. Finance or the basic knowledge of finance is very important before you indulge in any investment. And more important is to know, to understand that accounting and finance are two entirely different things. Most people think that accounting and finance are the same thing. No, they are not. Accounting and finance are entirely different things. To be a successful investor or to get knowledge of investment, you do not need any knowledge of accounting. You don't have to be an accountant. In fact, you require no knowledge of accounting. But if you want to be a good investor, if you want to be a successful investor, then you should have the basic knowledge of finance. Got my point? Not the knowledge of accounting, but the knowledge of finance. And what is that basic knowledge of finance? When you want to learn basic finance, you must first try and understand the difference between savings and investment. Then you should know what is inflation, what are the types of inflation, and how do they affect you. Then you must know what is meant by risk and how to analyze risk. Once you know that, you should also know what is liquidity. Liquidity of your personal assets and also the liquidity in the economy or the liquidity in the environment. What is it? Then you need to understand the time value of money. What is time value of money? What are bonds? What is bond yield? What are coupon rates? All these things you need to know as part of basic finance. You also need to understand the various instruments of investment. What are the investment instruments available to you? And the different ways of converting your money into wealth. All this comes under the basic finance. Then you need to understand, you need to know what is meant by debt, what is meant by equity, what is meant by interest rate, what is stated annual return and effective annual return. All these things you must know. You must know what is capital and what is the cost of capital, what is a turnover in business. Then you need to understand the significance of diversification. Why must you diversify your investment? Or why must all business diversify? And then you need to understand what is profit, what is earnings, what is the difference between profit and earning. All these things you must know. You must know what is EBIT, what is EBITDA, what is ROI or return on investment. All these things you can learn from a good book, or you can surf the net, you can search for free videos on the internet or YouTube. But if you are short of time and you want to learn all these things in a structured manner, then you can look for a suitable course, a well structured course on Udemy. And if you are looking for a course on Udemy, then you may try out this course which I have got on Udemy, which is called as Finance, Investment and Business, the Fundamentals and Concepts. It is a 4.5-hour course with 36 lectures, and it covers all these things and little more than this in a very structured and sequential format. Don't go by this rating. You can check for the current rating at the time of investment or at the time of enrollment into the course. Of course, enrolling in the course is also a form of investment, an investment in knowledge. So we'll see something more in the next lesson. All right.